This young lady, she's a brand new indie artist. You know, she's out on the trail promoting her music, trying to make things happen. I think she's special, and I think you will too. New York City, put your hands together for Miss Sydney Millevoi.
What up? Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure, my dear. You got a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
You know, your mom and daddy did you justice.
Heavy on my mom. My mom was an opera singer, so she really put in the work with me.
That's what's up. You got range. I love female singers. You know, I love that tone. I love the range, the depth, the dynamic. You got all of that.
Oh, thanks.
I'm amazed that you know, that you haven't already blown up. I'm amazed.
You know, I'll cross my fingers and keep my prayers.
Well, you
hopefully
know,
one day.
In the 90s or the 80s or something like that, it would have been easier. But with all this social media stuff, podcasts and all this stuff, it's very hard sometimes to really, you know, do your craft and then market your craft and do all that stuff. That's a job by itself.
For sure. Absolutely. So, especially with TikTok and everything. Like, I had a video go viral of me singing the national anthem. And you think when it goes viral, then your whole life opens up. But I slowly realized that wasn't the case. So that was like a kind of wake-up call, you know, to just keep going and keep grinding.
Right. Well, can I tell you something today?
Yeah.
You want to know a secret?
Oh, yeah.
Your life's about to change right now.
Oh, my God.
Your life's about to change. I'm telling you, these people at Soul Cafe Radio, our listeners, they either love you or they hate you. And I think they love you because they're calling for your record.
I love them too. This is my first radio, so I'm really, really excited. I'm so thankful.
That'll work. Well, your management, whoever is doing all the PR stuff for you, that lady is a dog. Let me tell you.
Shout out Christina, bro. She's really doing the work.
She's a dog. Let me tell you. I was just like, look, stop. All right. Okay. All right. Yes. The answer is yes. Just don't email me no more. Please. But anyway, let's start from the top. You know, Sydney, where are you from and how long have you been doing this music thing?
I am from New Jersey and I've been writing music now for about, I want to say since the pandemic, 2020.
Right.
But I've been singing all my life. Like I started, you know, my mom was an opera singer and I always knew that I wanted to sing. So I started training with her. But the best thing about my mom is that she had great taste in music. So she would always have Mariah Carey playing in the house, Whitney Houston playing in the house. And I just gravitated towards them and I wanted to be like them.
Right.
So I started singing covers of Whitney and Mariah at a very young age. And then when the pandemic hit, I was like, I want to do this for the rest of my life. So I started writing and kind of cultivating my sound at that age, even though I didn't know I was doing it. You know, I was just having fun and figuring it out. And then I wrote a little song called Woman. That was the first song I ever wrote. And I was like, man, this is something special. And I want to kind of keep it a little bit, safeguard it.
Right.
And then I put my album out. And I didn't put Woman on that record specifically because I felt like it wasn't the right time for that yet. And then I put it out and it was the perfect time to do that.
I tell you what, Woman definitely speaks to the soul of women. They definitely, women are definitely feeling this record. It's a great record. Yeah. And I think your vocal performance on the record was incredible. So,
thank you.
You know, I think you're on something. I think that, I think you got plenty of personality because, again, that lady that's been bugging me, Christine, Christine sent me all your stuff. She was like, look at this video, check this out, whatever. And it became very interesting, you know, even though I'm ragging on her a little bit, but, you know, it became very interesting because I really got to see a true snapshot of who you are as an artist.
Yeah.
And you go hard, man. So I'm always down with the underdog, and we're going to champion this record and get this record to moving, man, because I think you deserve it.
Thank you. But shout out to my producer, Wilkes Ideology Figueroa. He, like, we are two peas in a pod. Like, I couldn't be able to do this without him. And he, like, really produced this and threw it out of the park. It's so perfect.
That'll work. So now that you've done the record, what else is on tap for you? What things are you planning on doing, or you got on your schedule? What you got going on?
So I have some new music coming out very soon. My next single that I'm putting out is called With Me Was Silent, and that's coming out very, very soon, hopefully the beginning of May. And right now I'm just doing some shows and singing the songs off of my debut album that I put out last June called Everything I Couldn't Say. Mm-hmm. And I've been doing all that.
So where are your shows at? Are you just performing around New Jersey, or what you doing?
Yeah, I'm performing all around New Jersey. I'm performing in New York, but I'm very excited too. My next performance is actually at the Apollo Theater for their amateur night.
Right.
And I'll be singing a little bit there.
That's what's up. What date is that?
May 21st.
May 21st.
I'll be singing there.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
The Apollo's hard, baby. That's hard.
Yeah, I'm excited.
They got plenty of electric energy in the Apollo Theater, and you know, if you ain't right, they'll let you know you ain't right.
Exactly.
But I think you'll handle it with flying colors, Sydney. I don't think you have to worry about any of that.
Thank you.
So you got new music coming. You're doing some performances around town. Where can people follow you on social media? What's your handles on all the platforms?
My handle is Millevoi, Millevoi, on everything. Instagram, TikTok, the whole thing.
So do you do a lot of social media stuff?
Yeah, I do covers on TikTok all the time. I'm constantly posting on Instagram, just to, continue to grow the community, grow the base. But yeah.
So let me ask you, what have you found to be the hardest thing as an indie artist trying to put your own music out? What has been the most challenging for you?
The most challenging, I feel like, is definitely the marketing piece and essentially the getting through the door.
Right.
That's been the hardest part because, a video can go viral and then
nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So that's just getting the people to listen and, getting your foot in the door. That's been the hardest part as an indie artist for me right now.
That's what's up. Well, like I said, your life about to change because, now I'll look at it from a different angle and say, because I talk to a lot of radio guys, and you know what most of the radio guys are saying?
What?
We don't even have her record. We don't know who she is. We don't know what she's about. So I look at it from that side of the marketing and saying, Sydney, you got to get radio your record if you want to be popular.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff is really fantastic. But, there's also another side. Radio touches millions and millions of people every day. And they definitely need your record so they can spin your record and people know about you.
Exactly.
So, Sydney, we have this thing that we do for all new artists that's never been on this show before. It's called the Hot Seat 5. It gives us a more in-depth view of you. Are you down with it?
I'm down with it.
All right, here we go. First question. If you weren't doing music, what would you be doing?
Ooh, good question. I would probably be working at a cafe somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah. What, a chef?
Probably making coffee, doing a little baking, that whole thing.
So you like that kind of stuff in the kitchen?
Yeah, you know me.
I feel you. All right, that'll work. What was the last concert you attended that you were not performing that you thoroughly enjoyed?
Beyonce Renaissance Tour. Fantastic. 10 out of 10.
Crazy tour, right? That was
so
crazy.
Good.
So electric, for sure.
Absolutely.
So, Sydney, the third question is, what are you listening to on your Spotify playlist right now? And it's a two-part question. And what is your favorite? You're a little young, so I don't know if you even remember CDs, but what's your favorite album that inspired you?
Well, I'm listening to a lot of Doechii right now. I think she is absolutely fantastic, a legend in the making.
Right.
I love her work. But my favorite CD that I used to play all the time was the Mariah Carey Butterfly album.
That's a crazy album.
So good. So good.
Crazy album. So did that really inspire you to want to do music for real?
Oh, absolutely. Mariah is such a large influence in my music because she's just it. Like, she is the epitome of music, in my opinion.
Well, let's see if you're a real Mariah Carey fan. This is sidebar. This is not a question for the Hot T5. I'm just stepping off and doing a sidebar.
Yeah.
Do you know, and do not Google it, okay? Because I know you probably got your phone right in your hand, so you can answer the question. Do you know when Mariah Carey's birthday is?
Oh my God. No, I don't.
Sydney.
Oh, fake fan. I'm a fake fan.
Sydney, you say you're a big fan.
Oh, you got me. You caught me. You caught me slipping.
Mariah Carey's birthday is today.
Oh my God.
She's 50.
Happy birthday, Mariah.
She's 56 years old today.
Wow.
See, you learned something today. Now remember that, because the next interview, you'll be like, yeah, Mariah's born on March 27th.
Absolutely.
There you go. The next question is, when you're not doing music, what do you do for leisure time?
Oh, I'm a big bookworm. I love to read books. Yeah, I'm a very Italian human being. I'm rooted in being Italian, so I love to cook with my family. I'm a real homebody, so.
Right, so you're not hanging out in clubs and all that with your friends. Nah,
that's not my speed.
I heard that. What kind of books do you like?
I like reading like a lot of fantasy type, like kind of like fiction, dragons and such. I'm a real nerd like that.
Do you like Star Trek?
Yeah, that's on the list.
Oh, okay. All right. Just checking. Now, this is the final question for the Hot T5. So, and this is a very important question because there's a lot of indie artists that are listening to you right now. So the question is, if someone came to you and said, Sydney, I want to be a singer, I want to do exactly what you're doing, what advice would you give them in trying to make it to the point to where you are right now?
I would say be yourself and do not give up under any circumstance.
Do not give up.
Yep.
That'll work. That's simple. That's easy. That's good stuff. I like that. Sydney, we thank you so much for spending a moment with us. We got to give these people some music. They already know your song, but we're going to play the song. So I tell you what, this time, why don't we change hats here? Let's put down your artist hat and put on your DJ hat. And and let's set up your record. Let's give the people your music, and we'll get it spinning here in New York City.
Hi, this is Sydney Millevoi, and you are about to hear my latest single, Woman, out now on all platforms right here on Soul Cafe Radio.